Sorry it's kind of loud. I got the weed eater going and the mower. I mowed the trail back here. This is that big cedar that I put that stand in, and I just took the weed eater back on the back side so I could really get it knocked down. I'm gonna do the same in the front here, and should be good to go. Let it set for a month and a half. Be back in here in November. And just like that, par for the course. Something that's got to break. It's usually how it goes for me. Farm work just seems like there's always constant maintenance, and looks like my bag spreader's kind of giving out on me here. Been a good spreader, but now I'm gonna have to do it all by hand here with this little greenie. But it's just part of it. I'll find a way to get it done. It's just what you got to do. Got to make it work. All right, it's August 28th. Back here where I made those clearings. I'm gonna come in and take advantage of this bare soil. You can see it's gonna be a jungle here in a couple years, but I'm just coming in here. I just poured out some sugar beets, turnips, and radishes. I was gonna do kind of the radishes separate because I know they're kind of an earlier draw, but I really got to thinking I'm gonna try to spread these out a little bit and do a couple micro plots. But got kind of a tower blind here. Lane enjoys sitting in, as do I, but I'm gonna try to be a little bit strategic. It's kind of tough. I wanna make sure now that we're a little more open, I want to draw them into the right locations. Got a little spot, kind of a clearing up here to the north that looks pretty good. It's got some burnt patches. You got to be careful planting right back into that. But I'm going to kind of plant along the edge here. I got this water tank that I put in, and get some of that in here. And then go to the north maybe and plant a little spot in there too. So give them kind of a basically ability to drive come through here and to the north, basically from this big bedding behind me. But got soybeans up to the north also. That'd be a good draw there late. But clover's gonna jump. We got a good cold front coming in tonight, and I just got to get in and get out of here. It's later in the evening than I want to be, but just got to do it. It's worth the trade-off right here this time of year. I'm gonna put a scrape limb in also, but I'm ready to get this down and get out of here, get it fertilized. All right, I just did basically one spreader width along this edge. This is where we did some of this fresh clearing here with the cedars also. And some of you might think this is crazy, you got to get in here and work it. Well, I got a bunch of young oaks coming up here too. This is one of them. I was really hoping we'd get rains here about 2 weeks ago, and didn't get it, but it got dry and really hot. It was 90-some today. It's supposed to be in highs in the low 80s here this next week, so it's gonna be awesome. Get some rain here through the weekend and a lot of rain next week. Basically just got on this stuff that's got bare dirt. You gotta remember these seeds. I've got a few on the tailgate here. Look how small these things are. It doesn't take much. You can actually bury them too deep, more so than you will. I've had good luck putting it right on top. And these are just, this right here is just a blend that I got, a little custom blend at local feed store. I know you can get crazy in some of that, but anyway, works good for me. And I'll put some fertilizer down and we'll be good to go. All right, well, this is where there's kind of a trail that comes back into this main plot. Typically I'll wait till later to pull a scrape branch off of a field edge, but right here I've got 2 oaks. Actually, you can kind of see them right here. Sorry, it's getting kind of dark, but there's two of them that are competing right here. I got this one that we're getting ready to do some TSI in here, and we'll be taking out some of these others, but that's going to be a nice, tall, straight one as soon as we can open the canopy here. So this one right here, this perfect kind of long one, that's the one I'm going to take out here on this plot. I got my rubber gloves. I'm going to go ahead and saw this one off, and we'll get it back there. Obviously, you know, it's warm. We got a good rain coming tonight. But I still try to take every precaution I can on the scent. You just don't want to take a chance and keep as much as you can off of it. Got my rubber gloves here. Kind of a good, nice long one. We'll see how it goes. Show you my mount here that I got made up, but probably should have patented it. But anyway, most products are good because you use them. That's kind of the case right here. Had a guy fab these up, and it looks really good. There's last year's branch right there. I'm getting ready to take it out, but it's not a, you know, a commercial made product, but I got basically like a T-handle here. Just takes a set of pliers and loosen that up, and then what's nice about it is you can actually angle the limb wherever you want. Just screw that in tight, and it'll actually cinch that basically right to that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Had him put a claw on there, but basically just fasten it with a bolt. Works pretty good. You see guys wiring stuff up, which is fine, but after the deer work them quite a bit, that wire just doesn't really work. It just doesn't keep that same angle. But anyway, get this one put up, and should be good to go. Got another overhanging branch over here where we cleared cedars. I'm going to make a mock scrape under that. Got a little forehead glen. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. It's kind of more of a curiosity to get them started. They'll take it over, then I'll bring in some pre and post rut as we go along here, and hopefully we'll get them to start working it. All right, y'all. This is kind of how it goes. Coming right down to the wire, just getting dark. You don't typically like to do this. We got, like I said, this big front coming in tonight. It's warm and muggy. I kept my truck running as long as I could, and I wasn't trying to be quiet back there. That's just more like farm work, and I really do feel that way. We're quite a ways out from really hunting those core spots, but like I said, I did not want this seed to get in the ground and sit there, and we had 2 weeks of the hottest weather, and it's finally breaking, so it's just what you got to do. You got to adapt. This stuff, same setup. Got a lot of deer tracks down here, and crazy thing is, when we cleared this earlier this summer, really not even that long ago, you know, there's quite a bit of native popping up. So I'm going to mix this in with these. Basically, just going to go in here and kind of make this little hidey hole food plot. I got a ladder stand right here I put up a month and a half ago or so. And I'm going to make it kind of narrow here where they go back into the bedding right here. And kind of filtered along the edge. We'll probably keep some filter strip food plots here for when we come back and plant switchgrass in here. It should be real nice tall where I can enter in through the back, but I'm excited about this setup here. So, you know, don't know why I'm really whispering, because making some commotion tonight, but I gotta get this fertilizer and stuff down and get the rest of this seed in the ground. We'll be good to go. Wanted to mention one last thing real quick. This is kind of along the edge here. Went ahead and planted about 2 basically spreader widths wide, but I'm gonna over fertilize a little bit on the outer. You know, worst case scenario, we got a lot of this native, and all this topsoil is kind of all the rain in the summer here kind of rushed it down the hill, and we've got a lot of black dirt down here, so I think we're gonna have plenty of nutrients down here. It's gonna help this soil down here, but obviously we got some more cedars to take out of here in the future, but it's some decent cover. We're gonna keep some of that mix, so I'm gonna come in here. Once I finish fertilizing, I'm gonna trim, you can see kind of one little entrance right there between those cedars, and I'm going to cut me a little pad just with that little saw, and it'll give me that right where they go into the bedding area. It's just going to give them a perfect entrance. I like to do that. Sometimes I'll even make a tunnel back in there where they just feel comfortable using it, but we're going to make them use that path of least resistance.